I'm at Robin Hood Stride. It's a series of rocks which just jut out. It's quite astonishing, and people climb up these, so they do a lot of mountaineering. The weather's been turning, the rain's coming again. 1 minute is blue skies, as you can see up ahead, and then the next minute is pouring with rain. But also over there behind the trees is a stone circle, which I think might make for some nice photographs. So tripod abandoned, I'm just going to use the handheld for this one. I'm going to do Robin Hood Stride, see if I can get a good couple of pictures. Walk over to the stone circle, that's quite fascinating. Apparently there's an etching in one of the stones from the 13th century, a crucifix. So that'll be interesting to see. I think I'm actually in someone's field. Let me find a couple of good locations up here, wait for the rain maybe, and then I'll take some shots, talk you through it. Losing my grip here. Oh, my shoelace is coming undone as well. Woohoo! Up through the woods. I can't imagine why it's called Robin Hood Stride. Let's walk up this way. I'm actually fascinated by the Peak District, Derbyshire, Staffordshire, all of this, and why they have all of these rocks just cropping up. You know, obviously there was erosion through time and a lot of it disappeared, but you still get the ones that remain. So we come out. It's like a fortress. It's astonishing. Losing my footing here. Look at the way it's had the erosion over time. And down there you can see the stone circle. I'll zoom in. Assuming that is as old as the likes of Stonehenge, you know, 3000 BC, Neolithic, then Neolithic man could well have seen this as some kind of structure, and then they built their thing. So I don't know what, look at the tree coming out of there, that'll make for a good picture. It's all about finding the composition, right? And I suspect that if we stand up here, we'll get a better view of the countryside. Look at that erosion. It's got some kind of 1885 and the letter S on it. Get the exposure working. What can I make out of this? I suppose Robin Hood Stride actually is seen better from a distance, but I might get some nice close-up compositions. Let me just put this on the tripod and then I'll walk around. It's rather strange from a photography perspective. You're not doing landscape photography here, are you? I love that. Let's give you a live view. Isn't that spectacular? The stone circle and the tree. Definitely worth a shot. Because I'm zooming in. Again, I'm still using my 18 to 270. That's all I've used here. Aperture priority F. Well, let's push it down to F16. Sorry, F11. Because I'm zooming in. It wants a 400th of a second, and that's fine. Rather nice. Drop the exposure compensation by 2 steps. So it's kind of just testing it. That's better. Right, let's set it up. I think I need a 2-shot pano. Zoomed in at, where am I? Probably about 130 mil. Shot 1. Shot 2, because I'm zooming in and I'm getting the kind of zoomed in effect. it crops the image, so I need to put two together so that I can get what would essentially be this shot, and that would be at 70mm. So I've cropped in so that I can stop having the foreground but make a nice shot of it. Oh, look at that tree, isn't that amazing? Just coming out of the crop. What do you think? Get exposure. It'll be one shot there and one shot there, just to get all of it in. I think I need to come back a little bit. Come on, come back a bit with me. Yeah, the whole purpose of this little trip was see if I could get as many of the 10 locations that I was, you know, identified on the web, as well as just being up here. Can you do 4 separate videos in one day? I guess you can. Just a lot of sitting around. The sun is shining on that crop circle now, so it's making it different. Just have to keep changing it all the time. That looks nice. Let's go see what's around the other side. Have a look at these pictures I've just taken. I'm just going to have a look around the other side. So I come round on the footpath and it ends here, so I won't go around the other side to have a look. It's one heck of a run up there. I'm 60 years old, I'm not a kid anymore. One tragic slip and I would be stranded here, so I'm not going to do it. Maybe we'll walk around the other side. Look at that rock just leaning and sitting there. Used to perhaps belong to the whole thing, and now it's chopped off, or the erosion has caused it to slide down, and it's just balancing. Astonishing. So I actually think, you know, you want to do photography, you want to do your landscapes, you want to do your portraits, whatever it is. Sometimes just actually going out is the adventure. You don't even need to take any photographs. But then, of course, why would you be watching my channel? Tudor's Adventures, right? But I guess you could think upon this as scouting locations, because we do that if we're thinking about taking photographs. You need to walk around and view the best composition. I like that tree. The Photo Creative have the latest challenge, which is called Trees and Plants, and I'm just wondering if I can get a good shot of that tree from some kind of angle with the sun coming through like that. That could be a good entry for the competition, because it is a tree, right? Let me put you down for a minute while I take the shot. So I've got this rock on the left, this one hanging up. I went to look through the eyepiece, but you can't do that when you're in exposure compensation. Let's get it down. Kind of nice. If I zoom in just to lose the rock and just have the tree in the sunshine, like so. Yep, kind of nice, kind of nice. Oh look, we've got another rock just sitting there in the field, so the farmer has to work. Oh, and it's got a tree on it as well. Cheeky tree. That's a portrait shot if ever I saw one. Trees on rocks. I have to come around a little to the left because it's all about lining up, isn't it? I had the tree in the foreground which was obstructing the single tree. Nice. And that, I think I'm going to have to go down there to the crop circle. So there's nothing else to see here. I've done some photographs. There's 2 crop circles actually. Crop circles sounds like UFOs, doesn't it? Talk and walk. Let's just take the handheld out for a minute. I'm going to walk down here because if I follow the footpath across, go along the stone walls, I can get to the crop circle. And I keep calling it a crop circle, and that's because I've been at it since 6:40 this morning. Trying to cram in as much as I can in a day. I'm only up in Derbyshire for a day. There is another stone circle at Stanton Moor, the nine ladies stone circle. Legend has it that they were 9 ladies turned to stone. That's what stone circles are, aren't they? People are turned to stone if they don't meet certain requirements. Folklore, there must be some truth in it, you know. Lovely. Right, I'll take one shot of that and I'm walking. Look at this. All these little boulders. So the erosion over time has caused the land to slide down, the rocks stay where they are, and then you've got that outcrop at the top. But it was that one with the trees. Glorious. Right, I'm walking over there. I'll see you in a minute. I think I chose wisely. Look at that cloud, isn't that astonishing? I've had that all day long. I'm now at the stone circles. I guess we can never tell if these are remnants of Neolithic age, because there's a stone circle near Hastings that was erected in 2010 or something. But this is just, I find it intriguing that we can be standing where all those thousands of years ago our ancestors, no, just Neolithic men. Let's feel the power of these 4 stones. I wonder where the crucifix is. There's supposed to be a crucifix on one of these. I did a walk when I went to the megalithic structures of Medway, and I met 2 people who kind of encouraged me to touch the stone, and I got a shock touching it. It was quite bizarre, as if there was an energy. If there was a crucifix etched in it, there isn't one now because of the erosions of time. How can I get a composition of this as a photograph? What do you reckon? People have climbed up? We are not alone. We have people. But I don't know what will make a good composition here. Because I guess this shot is from afar. That's the only way you can get it. I wonder if I can go out into the field here. Because this is all part of it, isn't it? It's searching to find the best composition. Something like that, actually, that incorporates the tree, which I shall call the guardian of the stones. Looks good. If you've ever seen Billy Connolly's World Tour of Scotland, he goes to the stones of Brodgar, is it in Orkney? And he tells of tales of I keep losing you because I'm adjusting the tripod. He tells us tales of the wizard who wears no clothing, and then he's dancing between each of the stones, stark bollock naked, which I won't be doing today. For obvious reasons, there are people here. If I was alone, now that might be a different thing. I like that. Let's get down. If I get down to some kind of level, what do you think? Let me show you what I've got. I'm thinking something like this. There are only 4 stones, but if I can incorporate all 4, we've got that dark, moody sky in the background. Get the shot without any people, because obviously there's someone wandering through in yellow. Camera's not focusing. I could see it and you could see it. Right, let's take a shot. See what it looks like. Increase the exposure compensation just a tad, because that's what I'm working on. I'm on aperture settings, and maybe I should open the aperture f10. What do you reckon? f10, a 40th of a second. No, it's still too dark. Let's get the aperture open. 7.1. That's better. A little bit of jiggery pokery with post-processing, and that will do. Sky's drawing in. I've got one more shot to take, and that's the 9 stone circle ladies thing at Stanton Moor, so I'm going to head there and then conclude the video. So I think if I can get there, then you'll see that section. If I can't get there, thanks for watching and bearing with on my Derbyshire adventure, the odyssey that has been 4 or 5 videos, I think. I'm losing the light here. Camera's giving up the ghost. But yeah, it's been fun. I've created a playlist as well. I'm saying all of this because I don't know if I'll get to Stanton Moor, because it's now 4:30. Clouds are drawing in. Let's see how it goes. Have a look at the pictures that I've taken since I've walked back from Robin Hood's Stride, and if I don't see you, thanks for watching, bearing with. See you in another video. Otherwise, it'll pan in after the other videos, because it's like magic, and we're at Stone Circle.